Another remastered figure. By the way, so we're going to talk about Zetacron, but I'll ask this in the beginning instead of the end. What do you guys think will be the next possible remastered stuff they might do? Typically, I would think if they're doing everything, I think Vidar's somewhere in the middle. If Jandar's first, maybe Ukar is second, or maybe he's last. And of course, if they do Aquila, if they do Volaric and Revna, then Aquila would be technically last of all the ones that have existed because she doesn't have a flag bearer yet. But then she's been around longer than Revna and Volaric, so they would come after her. But curious what you guys think would be next. I would assume either Ular, Einar, or Utgard. So, yep, let me know. Here's the art, though, for Zetacron. Almost three-dimensional, pretty cool. His face, that blue light like that, looks freaking cool. That looks like something cool from a video game or something. I always thought it'd be cool to have a Heroscape video game, by the way. Or you just take the Romans and run up against the hordes of orcs or something. Do some secret agent stuff against the robots and whatnot. Here's the art again. Alpha Prime's where he's from. Here's the figure actually with the front old card look, new or other side of the old card look, and new card look. With the cool art, and yeah, not a lot to say about Zetacron. He is used a lot in like super competitive games, so he'll be great for 60 points if you just want something for 60. A lot of people like to run him up in the beginning and snipe down on to a key enemy figure, and then bring up the rest of your forces basically. But and that can either do nothing, unfortunately, or it can do very, very well for you. We'll get to that. But he has 5 move, normal, 8 range, quite a long range, 2 attack, 4 defense, 2 life. So he doesn't live very long either. But he does have deadly shot like the Omnicrons. And he's large, which is cool. He's a large scout who is precise. Scout has some things there where that can speed you up and whatnot. In fact, let me go over here and type scout and see what happens. Scout. So Battlecopter is a scout, Cobra Flight Pod is, Vord Glide Strikers, the Eisen Expedition. That's just with the new stuff. Here we go. The spiders are Thericus, Venak Vipers, Brave Arrow, Zetacron, who is 60 points in that as well. Mohegan River Tribe. But Venak Warlord, that's the thing. If you put him in that army, he has scout leadership. All scouts you control get 2 extra move. So then Zetacron could get like 7 move with 8 range, which is cool. So you could put him in like a Viper army. Pretty neat. Anyway, deadly shot. When rolling attack die, each skull he rolls counts as 2 skulls. So what people do is they run him on a hill, they shoot down for 3 dice, which is similar to 6 regular dice from someone. And if you get lucky and you roll 2 dice for 4 attack or 3 dice for 6 attack, you can do enough damage to a key hero that just that one shot makes him worth the 60 points. And maybe it takes 2 shots, but he has 8 range, so if you stay 8 spaces away, you should have a good chance of being able to take a couple shots off with him. So, of course, when you lead with someone like that, you're letting your opponent get the high ground. So then you might need something fast like the Vipers or something like the Gallery that don't mind being on low ground. Or the Ashra, who just need their one defense from melee. Um, but yeah, Zetacron's solid, super solid. He's a good assassin, and I know people use him a lot. So let's go up here into his lore now. We had some lore with him a little earlier. It says, Zetacron fights with honor and lives with conviction. I could not present this award to a more deserving individual, Kankan the Kyrie Warrior. So Kankan gave Zetacron some kind of award. Did you know Z here is 3,483 years old? Oh, jeez. So yeah, they did say how he was over 1,000 years old. He's over 3,000 years old. He's 3,483 years old. That's like most of humanity's written history. That's crazy. He doesn't look a day over 2,800, but in all seriousness, Zeta has been a true friend to me the past 10 years, and he and his inventions have saved my life more times than I can count. I can't thank him enough. Sergeant Drake Alexander wrote that. Okay. Kind of forgot what I was going to say, but Frager said this, Zetacron is a true genius and a real Meridian hero. One day he will return to Meridian and set things right, but until then, I'm glad we get to work together here to fight for this world's future. Okay, we don't know who that is that I know of, so that's someone coming up, I suppose. But I was gonna say Frizzed, which he's gonna say something later. Since they were talking about technology, Sergeant Drake was that Zetacron makes with his no hands having self. Maybe he drops the guns and puts hands on. But he created the armor for Frizzed, which is why it looks like Omnicron armor. But anyway, let's continue here. Beyond the Medal of Valor. Oh, this is Knight Irene saying this. Okay. Beyond the Medal of Valor he has just received, I will bestow upon Zetacron the honor of studying my gauntlets, as he incessantly requests. He has earned that much, I think. So he's gonna upgrade Knight Irene's claws, maybe. Cool. Maybe give Knight Irene some gun hands. All right, Paragon says, which, okay, that's another person we don't know. A person is defined by their actions, especially when they have no easy choice. When the day is darkest, do they act in their own interest or on the behalf of others? Let us today celebrate Zetacron for his actions. His heroism and his generosity are an inspiration we would all do well to emulate. Okay. So Paragon's got some nice speeches there. Everybody loves Zetacron. Alright, Frizz now. Frizz Gallican. The one he made the armor for. I'll be honest, I can't sum up everything Zetacron has meant to me in a single speech, so I'll leave you all with this. Zetacron was the first off-worlder to show me compassion. Though I know he says he isn't capable of feeling such things. That's the thing about Z. He's more than just the sum of his parts, and he's capable of a lot more than he thinks. Without a doubt, Zetacron is the reason I've survived so long on the surface, and not just because he builds me gill suits and guns. Whew! Quite a bit of lore from a lot of different Jandar. So it seems like Jandar's whole army is very close, because we're getting a lot of other Jandar people saying good things about these Jandar people. So
Interesting.
Maybe we'll see more of that, but haven't yet. So that's Zetacron, everybody. Tell me what you think. See you next time.